These are two of the most popular WearOS-based smartwatches. Which one is the better choice and how do they differ in terms of real-life experience? Samsung's Galaxy Watch 5 versus Google's Pixel Watch. Let's inspect! Hey! Welcome to the channel, Michael is my name, and over here we inspect a lot of cool and interesting tech like those two smartwatches, which we are going to thoroughly compare in order to figure out which is possibly the better. And we talk about two of the best that you can get for your Android smartphone, the first generation of Google Pixel Watch and the very popular Galaxy Watch 5. In the next few rounds we're going to compare all their features so that we can see the whole truth and find out which is the overall better one. So here we are in the first round talking about the build quality and design, and it's quite obvious that both of them have pretty different design, starting with the Galaxy Watch 5, which in a matter of fact shares the very same housing and design as the predecessor Galaxy Watch 4. It is plastic-made, meaning lightweight, with quite a nice shape, and currently it's one of the slimmest smartwatches on the market and also one of the most comfortable options. In this video, I'm gonna base all the findings on the 44mm edition, just noting that there also is a 40mm version for people who prefer a smaller size of the watch. Although, no matter how small your wrist is, my opinion is that the 44mm edition is a great fit. The watch has two buttons, a scratch-resistant coating of the display, and overall, a very simple design. The Pixel Watch is quite a different one. It comes in its own unique style, with curved glass edges and a metal case which is made of 80% recycled stainless steel. What is quite interesting is the way the so-called active bands are being mounted, with a proprietary connector which is apparently inspired by the company Fitbit, which Google has acquired some time ago. In terms of quality, it feels superb, and it's the only band that I like better to the touch as compared to the Apple Watch originals. Bottom line, given the more durable materials used, the nicer look, the fluoroelastomer used in the active band, and the premium feeling that we get out of the Pixel Watch, combined with the rotating crown, and despite the scandalous placement of the other button, it is the winner in the first round. Let's see about the battery life in the next round, and I'm pretty sure that results here are gonna be very tight. We're talking about two of the most wanted from the WearOS world because of their specifications and because of who is manufacturing them. Unfortunately, WearOS as an operating system is known for not delivering the most optimal battery life, very often with devices struggling to go beyond a day of usage. But it's also a fact that in the past years, there have been some steps taken in the right direction. The Pixel Watch is powered by an SoC manufactured on a 10nm process, and since this is not the latest and greatest, probably the Google team working on it has hoped that bringing a slightly smaller display is going to improve the battery endurance. Well, unfortunately, the Pixel Watch is among the worst performers in terms of battery endurance, and with regular kind of use, I find it challenging to get it lasting more than a day per charge. Samsung, on the other hand, implement a much newer chipset with the Galaxy Watch 4 and 5 series, which after a few software updates has significantly improved the battery life, even with always-on display. So I find myself using the Galaxy Watch 5 in the same way as the Pixel Watch, however, it's gonna last at least 10 to 12 hours on top of the Google wearable achievement. If you're looking for even greater than that endurance, Galaxy Watch 5 has a Pro edition with even larger battery capacity and greater standby times. Quite obvious, when it comes to battery, Samsung have mastered the game and winning this round. Round 3 brings us to the comparison of the displays, and here we talk about premium AMOLED panels with excellent brightness, very vibrant colors, but also with a few remarks. The maximum brightness with both is 1000 nits, so in terms of how well the watches are visible, we have parity. Amount of pixels is the same, and this means that the slightly smaller display on the Pixel Watch has higher pixel density. Both of them support always-on mode, and both have toughened glass. To be more precise, Pixel Watch has Gorilla Glass 5 on top, but the Samsung Watch goes one step further by adding sapphire coating. To sum it up, larger, in my opinion better color-tuned, better protected and doesn't have a ghosting issue when always on is in place, which unfortunately is a thing with the Google Pixel Watch. So here, the Galaxy Watch 5 wins. In terms of hardware and specs, there's almost nothing subjective, therefore I think we're going to easily pick a winner in this round, and we're beginning with analyzing the SoCs, which are hosting most of the hardware functions. Galaxy Watch 5 is powered by the Exynos W920, has 16GB storage, 1.5GB RAM, Bluetooth 5.2, a dual-band Wi-Fi, GPS, NFC, 10W wireless charging, basically enough of great specifications to get our respect. Pixel Watch, well, it's powered by the same chipset that Samsung have used with the Galaxy Watch 3 from 3 years ago. Therefore, slower processor with greater battery consumption, a bit smaller battery, an older version of the Bluetooth standard, and worse graphics processor. It has more RAM and storage though. In my opinion, the speaker on the Galaxy device also sounds better, but let me give you the chance to listen to both and decide for yourself. As for health tracking sensors, we almost have parity, but with Pixel Watch, SpO2 tracking is not possible yet, a few months after the initial release. With Galaxy Watch, we can measure SpO2 out of the box. There also is a temperature sensor, which we hope Samsung are going to finally start using with some of the next software updates. And there's ECG and blood pressure measuring, something that only works with Samsung-made smartphones. Compared side by side in terms of specs, Galaxy Watch 5 is the clear winner. After the hardware walkthrough, it's time to talk about the software. Here we talk about WearOS 3.5 experience, the latest from the Google-developed operating system. Both smartwatches are promising frequent updates, the highest grade of security, and really a lot of good software features. Galaxy Watch 5 arrives with Samsung's in-house developed One UI, which in my opinion is the better functioning kind of software. The main tiles are a pleasure to use, and there certainly are more customizations for the Samsung-made device. Google have opted for what they do best, delivering stock experience with minimum amounts of added clutter. The only surprise is the availability of Fitbit's health tracking ecosystem instead of Google Fit. Steps counter is accurate. When tracking sports and GPS is involved, precision is good, and heart rate data seems to be on par with most similar devices as well. The Galaxy Watch 5, on the other hand, has a sports ecosystem that they've started developing from the Tizen OS times, therefore quite mature and in my opinion more capable not only because of the more tracked workouts, but also because of the seamless integration with the watch itself. Just like the Pixel, the collected data is rather accurate, although definitely not as good as other sports-oriented smartwatches. Because of the nice animations, the better customizations, the greater variety of inbuilt watch faces, the more tracked workouts, and the overall feeling, Samsung is in my opinion the winner about software. We stay within the software field, and this time we're going to discuss the smartphone companion apps which are controlling the wearables, beginning with the Google Pixel Watch, where instead of using the WearOS app, Google have decided to entirely redesign it and called it the Google Pixel Watch. Looks nice, a bit more functions, with the focus being on configuration, enabling the eSIM where applicable, and reviewing the watch faces. To track your health, you need a second app called Fitbit. Unsurprisingly, Google are leveraging the knowledge of their sports-oriented company, and it looks also nice. Keep in mind, however, that Fitbit Premium arrives enabled for just a few months, and then you need to pay an extra fee for accessing everything. Samsung, on the other hand, also make you run a few apps. To be precise, 2 plugins and 3 apps for getting everything out of the watch. There's the Samsung Wear app, which is used for configuring, maintaining, updating and customizing. It's brilliant in my opinion, and what I like the most is the integration to easily transfer files to the watch. Then we have Samsung Fit, where your health data is being displayed and collected, And the third app, which can only be installed on the Galaxy smartphone devices, is Samsung Health, which enables ECG and blood pressure measuring. As for the price, Galaxy Watch 5 clearly costs less than the first generation of Pixel Watch, so if budget is a priority, then the Samsung-made watch has the edge. Furthermore, often the Galaxy Watch Pro is discounted down to the levels of the Google-made device, which makes it particularly attractive. In the end, if you have a non-Samsung smartphone and you prefer slightly smaller display and premium curved design, better build quality, stock software, and you're ready to pay the price for this, Google Pixel Watch is there for you. But on the other hand, we also have a very strong deal about the Galaxy Watch 5, which brings more customizations, a lot better software experience both on the watch and your smartphone, the ability to track more health parameters, including blood pressure measuring. It also has the slightly better price. So out of those two, I would say the Galaxy Watch 5 seems to be the better deal for better value smartwatch, but could be that you disagree with my opinion, so I invite you to comment down below which of both do you believe is the stronger choice, and what do you think about comparing them against other devices like the TicWatch Pro 3 Ultra and maybe the Fossil Generation 6 series? Well, let me know, comments are down below the video. As usual, thank you very much for watching this episode. More information how to support the channel, as well as links to both products, you're going to find in the video description area. My name is Michael, can't wait to see you in our next episode. Bye!